Good morning. Good morning. Just check whether voice is audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, till students will join, let us see where we were. Where we were. I think one problem I have given for homework yesterday, correct? Before that, we have seen Varignon theorem. So what it is Varignon theorem, how it is we are going to use, or what is the use of Varignon theorem. Before that, what is Varignon theorem? Let students will join, we will discuss. What is Varignon theorem?
The algebraic sum of moments of all forces about any point is equal to moment of their resultant about same point.
Very good. Means if there are a number of forces are acting in a system, then algebraic sum of moments due to all forces will be equal to, or it must be equal to, moment due to resultant at that point. I mean, that is most important thing that we have seen. And why for we are using that Varignon theorem? What is the use of
Look at
Varignon theorem?
position of resultant.
Yes, we can locate position of resultant. We can locate position of resultant. That is the use of Varignon theorem. Okay, that is the use of Varignon theorem. Meanwhile, students will join. Let us see which problems we have solved. You can see what was the new in this problem. I have told in each and every problem, whatever we are solving from last 2-3 days, all problems were asked in university exam. Means there is something new in each problem, or something clue is there, something hint is there that you should understand. So in each and every problem it is there. Okay, so in this problem, what was new thing was there in this?
Inclination.
All angles are inclined.
All angles are inclined or all forces are inclined?
Sorry,
All
all
forces
forces are
All
inclined.
forces were inclined, we can say, or are inclined. Okay, all forces were inclined. Each and every force, no any force was either horizontal or vertical. So the it is very easy, but calculation will increase. So we have seen in this. Further in this, is there something new in this problem? So have you observed for this 100 Newton force, one of the 100 Newton force, while calculating x and y component, we have resolved it because it is inclined. But while calculating moment, is it necessary to consider its x and y component? Because here I have made it star mark. At that point, we have resolved, taking it back. Okay. It is possible to resolve at that position. But while taking moment, which distance we are taking while calculating moment? It
Minimum
should be
distance.
minimum distance. If you will take that force where I have star marked at that point, then it will not remain minimum distance between that point O and line of action of that force. That's why where it is making tangent or where it is touching to the circle, at that point only we have to consider moment. If you will take at the back, the distance will not remain minimum distance. So one more clue in this problem, it was there. Okay, this we have discussed. This whether something was new in this.
Momentum.
Momentum was not momentum. Moment was given in this. What whether we have considered that moment? Just a bit. I will check. Ha. Ha. Ha.
नाही करता आलं पाहिजे आणि मीटिंग चालू केल्यावर सेटिंग करता येते ना ते
हा ते सिक्युरिटी म्हणून ऑप्शन आहे मॅडम, सिक्युरिटी.
पण ते मीटिंग चालू केल्यावरच येते की.
हा, चालू केल्यावर Okay. There was a moment. Sorry. There was a moment. Whether we have considered this moment while calculating summation fx and fy.
No.
No.
It is very important. If in one of the case, suppose moment is given, so are you thinking about this? Whether we have considered this 150 Newton meter moment while calculating summation fx and fy?
No.
No, sir.
We have
No.
not considered. We should not consider. We should not consider anywhere while calculating summation fx and summation fy. Then where we have considered this moment? कुठं आपण घेतला याचा विचार केला? While calculating, here I have made here star mark. You see here. Where is my cursor? 150. So plus 150. Again, why we have added it? Why not we have subtracted? पण add केलं. Subtract काय केलं नाही ते moment? Because it is clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
It is
Clockwise.
because it was a clockwise moment. Because it was a clockwise moment. Something new in this problem. This we have seen. This we have seen. Here, what we can say? Actually, it was simple problem. Only 3 kilonewton force, which is there at the topmost. Regular problem. There is no challenge in this, but it is okay. Problem was simple, no issue. Again, it was simple. Okay, no issue. In each and every problem, there may be something new. So that we have to consider. Let us see today. So this problem was given. So what was the new in this problem? What was the new in this problem?
Nothing.
Which thing you have learned new in this? Actually, it is equilateral triangle. Certain forces are given, and we are supposed
Position
to
of
go for calculation, finding of magnitude, direction, and we are interested to locate the position of resultant. But where, with respect to what point? It is mentioned in this.
not given
Are you
No,
with
sir.
me?
in this
Not.
problem.
Huh?
Not given, sir.
Not audible. Just check now. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think there is a problem with this headphone. Let it be. What was the new in this problem? What was the new? Or which thing is new in this? Whether it is given in this problem where you want to calculate position of resultant with respect to what point? Whether it was given?
No.
No,
No,
sir.
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 Then which point you have to consider while calculating that?
A
point.
lowermost
Lower
left
left
point.
point.
So I have written here lowermost left point. We have to consider of the system, which is the lowermost left point of the system. Which is that point?
A point.
A.
Point A. So with respect to point A, we are supposed to, or we should locate the position of resultant. Someone has solved this problem? Can you sort of like a problem quickly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me check. Huh?
Resultant equal to 57.35.
Yes, sir. Same.
Resultant? How much?
57.35.
57.35 kilonewton.
Okay, correct. Theta?
minus 6.70.
Minus 6.73.
Same, sir.
Same, sir.
Okay. Okay, very good. X bar?
98.69.
98.54.
Very good, correct. And Y bar? Very good.
Minus
Minus
11.59.
11.59.
Very good. Very good. Those who have solved, I will give congratulations to them. At least you are trying and you are getting correct answer. Very good. Those who have not tried, tried but got other answer, we will solve for them quickly. Okay, so summation fx. So I want, how many forces are there in this system? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Four
Four forces.
forces.
We have given name also P1, P2, P3, P4. So let me know what is the x component of force P1. Is it positive? Is it negative?
Negative.
Negative. What will be that? What will be this angle?
60
60
degree.
degree?
60 degree.
60 degree because it is equilateral triangle. Then P1 force minus 50 cos 60. Next P2 force 60 kilonewton. How it will be its x component? Positive?
Yes, sir.
60
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
cos 30. Correct. Next 30 kilonewton force. Where it is? Yes.
30
Horizontally towards right.
kilonewton.
So directly it will be 30. Next 80 kilonewton. It is vertically downward force. It will be zero. Zero, no. It is vertical force 80 kilonewton. So their x component is zero. Where is the question of minus? Who told minus? कुणाला वाटलं minus 80 येईल x component of that 80 kilonewton force? Be talkative. We have seen it is vertically downward force. For vertical force, x component is zero. For horizontal force, y component is zero. Not many problems we solved. Tell me this summation fx. Tell me the value of summation fx.
56.96.
96.
50.
56.96.
96.
Unit will be kilonewton. Huh? Okay. Next summation fy equal to, tell me now, for 50 kilonewton force, how will be its y component? Plus minus, positive, negative?
Positive.
Positive.
Positive. Very good. 50 sine
60.
60.
second force 60 kilonewton. Positive, negative?
Positive.
Positive.
Again positive. 60 sine 30. Next, which is third force 30 kilonewton. It is a horizontal force towards right. What will be its y component?
0.
0.
It will be 0. Very good. Next, 80 kilonewton, vertically downward.
Minus
Minus 80.
Minus 80. Tell me this summation fy.
minus 6.
Minus 6.69 kilonewton.
Minus
69.
okay, minus 6.69 kilonewton. Very good. Now we know R. R is equal to summation value of R. Both values are with you. What is the value of R? 57.35.
35.
Very good. Next, theta.
Minus 6.73.
Inverse of summation fy divided by summation fx equal to
Minus 6.73.
6.73.
Yes.
70, sir.
Will you calculate some other? 73.
0.67.
6.70.
90, sir.
70, sir.
70.
69, sir.
70, sir.
73, sir.
Okay,
69.
70 or 69, both are correct. 69 is also correct. 79, 70 is also correct. Don't worry. Both. It is very close. 69 and 70. So you should not think more. Okay, it is also correct. Somebody has given 74 something like that. It is not that much variation. 69 or 70. Okay. So we will locate. We will locate here. Okay. So what will be that? So this is x. How is the angle?
Fourth quadrant.
Angle is negative, correct? So in this way I have to show, no, theta. Are you with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
In this way I will not show you further thing. Okay, forget about now, further things are not necessary. Next, now to find now at what point we are supposed to find moment? To find
A
moment
point.
with respect to point A. With respect to point A. With respect to point A. Now one by one we will see. One by one. Okay. So first for that I will say summation of all the moments due to all the forces at point A. At point A equal to, likewise we will go summation of moment due to all the forces at point A. Now each and every force we will consider. Okay, each and every force. Now let us see. P1 force 50 kilonewton with respect to point A. My simple question is it necessary to divide this force, not divide, sorry, resolve this force, or directly we can take, is it possible to find its shortest distance from point A?
No, sir.
We
Resolve
have to
करायला
resolve.
लागतोय.
Resolve
Yes,
करावं
we
लागतं
have
sir.
to, yes, we have to go for resolution. So at what point we will resolve this?
C.
Point C, point C. If at all we will resolve at point B, whether it will have some other effect. जर आपण B ला केला तर resolve चालू शकेल का? Do you feel it will be okay at point B and at point C as well? तुमचं काय म्हणणं आहे यावर? B च्या ठिकाणी रिझॉल्व्ह करायचं का C च्या ठिकाणी किंवा दोन्हीच्या ठिकाणी?
बी च्या ठिकाणी सर.
Yes,
What
sir.
will happen if it resolve at point C? Point C च्या ठिकाणी if at all we will resolve this force at point C, we are having one day benefit. आपल्याला फायदा होतोय त्यात. Which one is that? That one component will pass through that point A.
हा
One
Yes, sir.
component will pass through point A, so that we are not necessary to consider. If at all you will resolve this force at point B, you will be correct. तुमचा answer चुकणार नाही. But you have to consider both the component while calculating moment. So likewise logic you will develop, your logic, your thinking will develop. It will solve problems on your own again. It's better if I will divide this force here in this way. So I will give name as a 50, what will be that angle? Vertical sin 60, no? Okay, 50. Are you with me? Just to give attention. And what will be x component will go in this way, 50 cos 60. I have resolved at point C. Any problem?
No, sir.
You respond.
No, sir.
Why I have resolved here at point C? Because one component is now passing through point A. So it will have zero effect for moment. Getting? So only one component I have to consider. What is that? 50 sin 60. Now imagine point A is fixed. Force of 50 sin 60 is applied at point C. How this object will rotate?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. So it will rotate anti-clockwise. Minus 50 sine 60. What will be the perpendicular distance between point A and point C, or line of action of this vertical force 50 sine 60?
200.
200. It is given 200. Force number 1 is over. Is it necessary now? My question is it necessary to consider X component to calculate moment?
No, sir.
No, because that force is passing, or that component is passing through point A. So it will have zero effect. Getting? Force number 1 is over. Force number 2, 60 kilonewton. What will be the effect of, what will be the moment due to 60 kilonewton force at point A? Why you are not giving
Zero,
response
sir.
today?
0.
It will be 0. It is 60 kilonewton. 0. It is passing through point A. 0. Then 30 kilonewton. Fast.
0.
30 kilonewton.
Also
Zero.
0.
Again, it will be 0. It will be 0. It is passing through point A itself. 0. Next one. Fourth force. 80 kilonewton. 80 kilonewton. How object will rotate due to 80 kilonewton force if point A is fixed?
Clockwise.
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 Clockwise. So it will be plus. Plus how much? 80, that force, into perpendicular distance.
100.
100.
100. Resolve it. Solve it. Summation of moment at point A. Calculate.
Minus 660.25.
Minus
60.25.
60.254.
254.
Ha.
Okay. Kilonewton mm. I will ask here one question. Can someone has resolved the force at point B? कुणी force B च्या ठिकाणी resolve केलाय का?
Me, sir.
Okay. What is your answer of this? Okay. If you have resolved it, is it answer same or different?
Yes, sir. Same to same.
Same. It will not change. Same. But that logic, I think you have not applied the logic or your thinking. What will happen if you will resolve at point C? Your calculation will reduce. लक्षात आलं का हे शिकायला भेटते आज. Are you getting? You can learn these things. Your answer will not go wrong. Your answer will not go wrong if at all you are going to resolve at point B. I already told it will not go wrong. But you have to consider both the component. Again, calculation of distances is little challenging at point B. Calculation of distance. Here there is no question of calculation of distance. Directly it is given. Are you getting?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
getting?
Yes.
Next. Apply now. Apply Varignon theorem. Apply Varignon theorem. What is that? Summation of moments due to all the forces at point A is equal to R into D. Okay, so calculate D. Now all the values are with you. I want D now. It is D.
Minus 11.51.
11.67.
Minus 11.51.
51.
What will be a unit? Mm?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mm. Okay, just a minute.
Sir,
Next. What were
ते कोणतं 57 म्हणलं 51 बरोबर आहे का 57?
51. My answer is also 51.
Okay, sir.
X bar. Calculate X bar and Y bar. What is X bar? Summation of moment due to all the forces at point A divided by summation Fy. Calculate summation this X bar and Y bar. Summation of moment due to at point A divided by summation Fx. Calculate. or tell me first.
X bar is equals to 98.69.
98.69 plus.
69.
Okay.
Yes, sir, plus.
Next. Minus 11
Y
point.
bar
Minus
equals to
11.59.
11.59.
Very good. So likewise, actually it was a homework problem. If you have solved well and good. If not, you can note this, you can write this, you can take the screenshot of this. So one thing you have observed here, those who have resolved. So that's why I was telling law of transmissibility of force. It is very important whenever you will solve such actual practical problems. Irrespective of on that line, whenever you can show that force, it will have same effect. Whether you will resolve at point B, whether you will resolve at point C, it will not change its effect. It will have same effect. So that's why it is a little clue. So it is a good thing you have resolved at point B. You have gone for a little complex calculation. Still you got good correct answer. No issue. Very good. Shall we go next?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Next problem. Who will take opportunity to read this? Grab the opportunity. Don't wait for opportunity.
Determine the resultant of the three forces acting on the dam as shown in figure and its intersection with the base AB.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Determine the resultant of three forces. Means in this system already it is mentioned how many forces are there. Three forces are acting. Okay. On the dam, you are knowing better what is dam, etc. So it is a dam. Structure of dam is that three forces are acting. Likewise, it is given, and we are supposed to find what resultant of three forces acting on the dam as shown in and its intersection. And its intersection means position. Where will be the position of that resultant with respect to base AB? With respect to base means while calculating the position, either we have to consider point A or point B, not total base. What is our general logic? Which point we have to consider? Yesterday I have told. It's suppose a particular point is not given. It is given here base, but which point? Point B or point A?
A point.
A point.
Point
A.
A. Lowermost left point. That is the logic. Lowermost left point. Okay. Now let us see. This point. Point A. Now let us see given. This one is also from university exam problem. Given. Let us see which force we will assume as a P1.
240.
Are you getting? 240 kilonewton. Okay. P2.
60 kilonewton.
60 kilonewton. Okay. P3.
100.
Okay. 100 kilonewton. What we are supposed to find as usual. Only three forces are there. Let us see. Oh, is it complex? It is easy. Or what? Magnitude, direction, and the third thing we are supposed to find position or location. Okay. Of resultant. With respect to what point?
A.
A.
Point A. Very good. With respect to point A. Okay. So 100 kilonewton force is horizontal, no issue. 240 kilonewton force is vertical, no issue. A little thinking is required related to 60 kilonewton force. 60 kilonewton force. So what can be done? Suppose I want to calculate its x component and y component, because that is our first aim, no? While we have to calculate summation fx and summation fy. Suppose you want to calculate summation fx. What can be done? Who will guide me in this? How we can find the inclination of that 60 kilonewton force, either with horizontal or vertical? Who will guide me? Are you with me? Why you are not giving responses? Is it so difficult? Am I audible? Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
You can zoom in your mobile. That figure may look a little small. How we can find the inclination of the 60 Newton force, either with horizontal or vertical? कसं फाइंड करायचं सांगा, कोण सांगते मला? Who will guide me? येत नाही का सांगायचं नाही? Are you not knowing or you don't want to tell? There may be two cases. Rutuja, 23.
So horizontal.
No, what horizontal? I want to have inclination of that 60 kilonewton force, either with horizontal or vertical. How I can find from given data? Who will guide me? Because it is necessary to find, no? Because it is inside the force.
Point perpendicular.
What?
Hello sir.
Tell me.
Point B वरती perpendicular vertical हे करायचं सर.
Point B ला.
Hello.
हाँ सर point
हाँ
B.
सर vertical हे केलं. हाँ सर.
I'm not getting what you want to tell.
सर point B वरती आपण vertical 60 degree त्याच्या ह्याला 30 degree point B. तर वरच्या बाजूला vertical सोबत
Okay. I'm not getting your voice. Okay, you are telling, but I am unable to listen what you are telling. Okay, let it be now. So as we know, what do you want to say? AB ला?
AB ला पॅरलल लाईन काढली 60 किलो न्यूटनच्या फोर्सच्या तिथं.
AB ला parallel.
AB ला पॅरलल लाईन.
Okay. Just wait. Means you want to draw something like this. म्हणजे अशी काढा म्हणताय का तुम्ही? अशी इथून जाणार आहे.
आणि तिथं 60 न्यूटन 60 डिग्रीचा अँगल तयार होतो ना.
कुठं? इथं. व्हेरी गुड. इथं ना?
हा, मग राहिला 30 डिग्रीचा. मग तो असं व्हर्टिकल लाईन काढली तर
Point B च्या तिथे.
पॉइंट बी च्या इथे काय करायचं? व्हॉट वी हॅव टू डू?
फोर्स 60 किलो न्यूटनच्या तिथं.
तो अँगल B च्या तिथे.
हा सर तिथं. नाही B च्या नाही तिथं.
बी च्या.
60 च्या समोर.
60 किलो न्यूटनच्या
समोर आहे की तो 90, 16 देन तो 30.
हा सर तिथं.
हाँ सर तिथे.
किती असेल?
30 डिग्री
येणार सर तो.
Very good. It will come 30 degree. It will come 30 degree. Means you want to resolve that force at that point?
Yes
परत
sir.
अजून तुमचं complication. Your calculation will go again. You will be in trouble a little.
Sir, 60 Newton extend केला तर.
Very good. That should be
हाँ सर
logic.
सबस्टिट्यूट पण करू शकतो ना.
कुठपर्यंत करायचं एक्सटेंड? अप टू व्हेरी
AB च्या इंटरॅक्शन करून.
इंटरसेक्शन.
That answer I want actually. मला एक्सपेक्ट तेच होतं की कुणीतरी सांगा. At least someone should tell. Sir, extend that 60 kilonewton force up to line AB. So it will be very easy. If you will extend this force, something like this here, in this way. If you will extend this force. Now, what will be the angle here? Already it is given. It is making. It is perpendicular. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If already it is perpendicular to this inclined side, means it is here 90 degree. This angle is already given. Okay, so what will be this remaining angle?
30 degree.
30 degree.
30
degree.
30 degree, and again it is with horizontal. Again it is with horizontal. It has made angle with horizontal. Let us give name. A, B is there. No any point is there. So I will give name as suppose C. At point C, we have extended that force. Okay. Now, if at all we will resolve this force here at point C. If at all we will resolve this force at point C, what will happen? Is it possible? Just check. If at all we will resolve, or for this force, if you consider this triangle, I will give name as here C and here D, intersection is D. Is it possible to calculate other lengths of the that triangle or other sides? One is given 2 meter, that BD. Okay, so what will be its diagonal? Diagonal किती लोगों? What is that triangle? 30, 60, 90?
हा सर.
30, 60, 90. हा angle आहे आपला 30. This angle is 30 degree. Then a side in front of 30 degree angle is 2 meter. Then what will be diagonal? हा diagonal BC किती असेल? Are you agree this BC is diagonal? BC हा diagonal कारण इथं 90 degree. Diagonal to hypotenuse. Sorry, not diagonal.
3 by 2 of hypotenuse.
No. It is not in front of 60. This 2 meter side is in front of 30 degree. 30 degree च्या समोरची बाजू 2 मीटर आहे.
4 मीटर सर.
4 मीटर सर.
व्हेरी गुड. 4 मीटर म्हणजे हा आला 4 मीटर. आणि आपल्याला तो जे इन्क्लाइंड आहे इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी. कॅल्क्युलेट करायची गरजच नाही आपल्याला. वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू हॅव दॅट. सो नाउ रिझॉल्व दिस फोर्स ॲट पॉइंट सी. Then one component will go in this way, horizontal. इकडे जाईल का कोण इकडे जाईल? Left, towards right?
Left.
Very good. It will be towards left. What will be that component then? 60 sin or cos?
60
Minus. Only we are giving.
Cos 6.
cos.
Again, you are confusing. How much angle that 60 kilonewton force made with horizontal?
60 30 degree.
30 degree.
30 or 60?
30 degree.
30. So cos 30. Here it will be cos 30. And here vertical component. What will be that vertical component?
60 sin 30.
60 sin 30.
60 sin 30. Your problem is over. Problem is the sum. If you are able to do this much only, if you are able to apply this much logic, your problem is over. Actually, I was expecting that, sir, you should extend that 60 kilonewton force till it will intersect AB. Then it is very easy. We will get 30, 60, 90 triangle. We will get distances. We know the property of 30, 60, 90. Likewise, huh? Now, shall we find summation fx? Now problem is very easy. You can solve now. No issue. Let us solve together. What is summation fx? Force number 1, 240, which is vertically downward. What will be its x component?
0.
It will be 0. Next force, 60 kilonewton. Again, we have resolved now. That resolution we have to consider. What will be the x component of that 60 sin 30? It will be 0. It is vertical. Huh? And 60 cos 30. Whether it will be plus or minus?
Minus.
It will be minus because it is going towards left. And one force is remained 100 kilonewton. Whether it will be plus or minus? It is horizontal force.
Plus 100.
Plus 100. Tell me this calculation.
48.03.
48.03.
48.03 kilo. Tell me, first force, summation of y component of first.
minus
audible?
240.
Minus 240.
Next, 60 sine 30. How it is the force?
Minus
Whether it will come
60
Minus
sine
60
30.
sine 30.
minus 60 sine 30. Next, here some other force is going to come.
0.
All will be 0. 0 plus 0. No use. Calculate this. Minus 240 minus 60 sine 30.
Minus 270 answer.
Minus
270.
270.
okay. R. R is equal to
274.23.
2
74.23.
274.23.
okay. Theta. Tan inverse of summation Fy divided by summation Fx. Tan inverse of summation Fy divided by summation Fx.
Minus 79.91.
So as it is a minus, let us show that force x component, y component. So as it is a minus, where we have to show that in which quadrant it will come?
Fourth quadrant.
Fourth quadrant, r theta. I will not write that values. Values are with you. You can write that. Okay. Up to this, any problem?
No, sir.
Next, to find moment, at point
A.
A. Okay, at point A. Summation of moments due to all forces at point A. Each and every force you have to consider while calculating moment. Force number 1. Okay, tell me. Force of 240 kilonewton is applied and point A is fixed. How object will rotate?
Clockwise.
Clockwise direction.
Clockwise. So 240 into, what is the perpendicular distance between line of action of 240 kilonewton force and point A?
3.5.
It is given 3.5. No, though it is university problem, it is very simple. Next, force number 2, 60 kilonewton. Though it is 60 kilonewton, we have resolved it into two components at point C. So, which component will have rotating effect at point A? Only one
60
component.
sine 30.
Component.
Only one component, y component. How object will rotate?
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise. What is the perpendicular distance between line of action of that y component, 60 sine 30, and point A?
Pi.
5 meter.
Are you getting how it is? For your information, I will write 9 minus 4. Total is 9. Out of that, 4 we have calculated just now. Then we are going to reduce that. 9 minus 4 means 5. 60 Newton force is over third one, 100 kilonewton force. How object will rotate at point A?
Clockwise.
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 Clockwise. So plus 100 into, what is perpendicular distance between line of action of 100 kilonewton force and point A?
3 meter.
3.
3. Very good. Calculate. Calculate this.
1290.
1290.
1290.
Exactly. Point something.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
Very good. Correct. Kilonewton meter. Okay. Apply Varignon theorem. What is Varignon theorem? Summation of moment due to all the forces at point A equal to R into D. From this we can calculate D and tell me what is that value. Calculate D. I think it is 4.70. Just check.
Yes, 4.70.
Yes, 4.70. Very good. X bar. What is formula? Summation of moment due to all the forces at point A divided by summation Fy. Quickly. Your calculator will do calculations. Only you have to do input.
Sir, X bar minus 4.77.
Very good. Minus 4.77 is correct. Next.
Y is 26.85.
26 point. Very good. Plus, no?
Yes,
Sir.
plus.
Summation Fx. How much it is?
26.85.
26.85 meter. Okay, it was a problem for university exam. It was asked in university exam. So what was the challenge in this problem? Not challenge that way. So you were thinking also. So your logic should develop at point in further process. We are supposed to find moment at point A. It's better to resolve that force so that either it's one of the component will get its effect as a 0. If at all you will resolve here, somebody has given, I think Mansi has given answer here. We can resolve here. इथं resolve केला असतं तर काय झालं असतं वरतीच force. Answer चुकलं असतं का आपलं? Whether our answer may go wrong. What is your opinion? If you have resolved at this point, suppose here somebody, I think Mansi or something has given suggestion to resolve at this point. Whether our answer will be going correct or wrong. आपला answer चुकला असतं का wrong झाला असतं? Correct आलं असतं. काय म्हणणं आहे तुमचं? What is your opinion?
करेक्ट आला असतं.
It may be correct. It may be correct. Correct आलं असतं. पण काय प्रॉब्लेम झाला असता? While calculating distances, it may be problem. Or it may, you have to apply many more, we can say trigonometric relations, etc. Okay, to finding out distances, etc. It may be challenging, or sometimes you might have stuck up. You cannot find challenge. You think, I have not seen this. So you can think. So likewise, you have to develop the logic. Okay, and I remembered, I told very important principle, law of transmissibility of force. At any point, if at all you are going to show that force, its effect will not change. Its effect will not change at any point on the line of action of that force. You remember this. Very, very important. That's why I was expecting answer that 16 Newton kilonewton force we have to extend. We have to cut at point B, line AB somewhere. Then we will proceed in that. Okay, understood?
Yes.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Probable last problem from this chapter. Last problem from this chapter. I will now give opportunity to.
Can I, sir?
Okay, you want to take, very good, you can.
A regular hexagon with all sides 5 centimeter carries force as shown in.
Sorry.
The resultant of all forces is 1000 Newton and goes horizontally towards left. Determine P and Q to suit to the condition. Accordingly, determine the location of resultant with respect to AB.
Okay. With respect to AB again, it is asked as we discussed. Okay, so here very basic things you should know. Very basic things it is necessary. Which geometry is given in this problem? Which geometry really? Yeah, problem. Whether triangle is given, rectangle is given, something. What is that? What it is given?
Hexagon.
Hexagon. What is hexagon? Again, hexagon means how many sides hexagon is having?
6
Six
sides.
sides.
6. 5. Then
Six
pentagon. Pentagon ला किती असतात मग?
5 sides. 5.
Pentagon is having 5. Pentagon is 5 and hexagon is
6.
having 6. Okay, so whenever such geometry is going to come into picture, I will first tell hexagon is given whose side is 5 centimeter. Forces, different forces are acting. What it is told? Force Q. Carries force system. The resultant of all forces is 100 Newton and goes horizontal towards left. Okay, horizontal towards left. Determines P and Q. To suit the condition, accordingly determine the location of resultant with respect to AB. Okay. Pentagon, hexagon. We will see. A lot many challenges are there in this problem. We will see. Is it possible? Okay, pentagon and hexagon. So these many sides it has. It has these many sides. Okay, number 1. Number 2. Number 2. What is that? One term is used here, regular. A particular geometry may be regular and irregular. Meaning काय असते माहिती आहे कुणाला? Can somebody is knowing what is regular and what is irregular?
Yes, sir.
What is regular?
Angle.
All sides are equal and angle are also equal.
Very good. Very good. If all the sides are equal, then it is regular. If automatic, it is not necessary. It is not happening. All sides are equal and all angles are not equal. Automatic, you might be knowing in geometry. If all sides are equal means its angles are also equal by default. हे रूलच आहे. जर सगळ्या साइड इक्वल असतील तर त्याचे अँगल इक्वलच असतात. मस्ट. So regular means that. It's a good thing you are knowing what is regular. Regular means all sides are equal of that geometry. Automatically, if all sides are equal, definitely all angles will be also equal.
Equal.
Okay. All sides are also equal, then it's all internal angles will also be equal. Okay. So there is one formula. Are you knowing one formula to calculate a summation of all internal angle of regular geometry? एखाद्या regular geometry चे included angle or internal angle I will show. Internal angle चा सगळ्यांची जर बेरीज कॅल्क्युलेट करायची असेल, suppose I want to have a summation of all internal angles of regular geometry, any geometry. What is the formula? Are you knowing? If not, I will tell. Are you knowing? माहित असेल तर हो म्हणा, नसेल तर सांगतो. समेशन ऑफ ऑल इंटरनल अँगल. इंटरनल अँगल ऑफ जिओमेट्री इक्वल टू 2n minus 4 into 90 where n is equal to number of sides. ओके. आणि हे कशासाठी फॉर्म्युला ऍप्लिकेबल आहे? फॉर व्हॉट? फॉर रेग्युलर जॉमेट्री. फॉर ऍप्लिकेबल टू रेग्युलर जॉमेट्री. हा फॉर्म्युला कशासाठी आहे? रेग्युलर. यू कॅन पुट एनीवेअर. सपोज इक्विलॅटरल ट्रायंगल. हाऊ मेनी साइड्स हॅव्हिंग इक्विलॅटरल ट्रायंगल?
3 sides.
3. So n is equal to 3. What will be the summation of all angles in that case? इंटरनल अँगल सगळ्यांचे समेशन किती यायला पाहिजे इथे ठेवा. n is equal to 3. 3 into 2 6 minus 4
2.
6 minus 4 2 2 into 90
180.
and all angles are equal. How many angles are there? 3, no, for this. So divide by 3, so it will come 60 degree. म्हणजे इक्विलॅटरल ट्रायंगल चे इंटरनल अँगल किती असतात?
60 degree.
60. It will put n is equal to 4. Then total summation of angles, internal angles, what it will come? It will put here N is equal to 4. 4 into 2, 8. 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4.
4.
4. 4 into 90.
360.
360.
360. So that internal angles are total 4. So divide by 4. So equal to
90.
90.
90 degree. So internal angles of square, we can see if all sides are equal means it is a square, is 90. Okay. Similarly, n is equal to 5. So it will be, what will be the geometry if you will put n is equal to 5? काय म्हणायचं त्याला मी जस्ट सांगितलं आता. Just now I have told what we have to call it. Pentagon. Very good. So if I will write this angle equal to, then what will happen? N is equal to 5 in this formula here. If I will put 2 into 5, how much?
10.
10 minus 4.
6.
6. 10 minus 4, 6. 6 into 90. 540.
554. 540.
540.
Divided by 5. Divided by 5 because pentagon is having 5 sides. So what will be internal angle? All angles, internal angle. Each angle.
108.
Similarly, n is equal to 6. What will be the geometry?
Hexagon.
Hexagon, which is given in our problem, equal to, if you will put, what will be the summation in this case? 2n minus 4 into 90. N is equal to 6. 6 into 2. How much?
12.
12.
No, minus 4.
8. 8.
8 into 90. 720.
Yes, sir.
720. Yes, sir.
Divide by how much I should go for? How many sides it is having?
6.
Hexagon. 6. 6. So equal to
120.
120 degree.
120 degree. Likewise, you can go. So this is the formula to find each and every angle of a geometry. But it is applicable to what? A formula applicable kunala hai? For which?
Regular.
Regular job.
Regular.
It is applicable to regular geometry. If it is regular, then only it is applicable. If not, it is not applicable. Likewise. So in this way, it is applicable. Okay. You can note this because this we are going to use in our case. So conclusion of this, what? Internal angle of a regular hexagon is 120. We are going to learn one subject next semester called as EG, engineering graphics. In that, these two angles will come again and again. You will know 108 pentagon, 120 hexagon. So meanwhile, you can remember at least internal angle of pentagon is 108, internal angle of hexagon is 120. These two values are going to come again and again next semester. But meanwhile, as a part of this problem, we will see what is this. Okay. Okay. So let us see now. Who will go next? Okay. Shall I erase? There may be lack of space for me. Shall I erase this?
Yes, sir.
Noted. Little challenging. If you are understanding, somebody want to ask something? काय विचारायचं आहे का कोणाला? Actually, lot many things are there. We will see. If it is possible to understand for you, okay. If not, then also okay. Actually, this problem is, you can say, that's why I have kept it at last. ज्यांना समजेल त्यांना okay. If not, don't worry. Most, we can see, many more things are there in this. Now, what conclusion we have gone for here? What conclusion we have gone for here? What is internal angle of hexagon?
120.
120.
120. Okay. Now, coming back, given forces. Now we will see. Given forces. Given forces. So P and Q are unknown. Force P and force Q is unknown. Then let us see what I will say. Suppose P1 as 500 Newton. Okay. Carries forces. How many forces?
5 force.
P1. If you are observing on the watch, don't watch. We are going to continue this lecture as well. So P1 is 500 Newton. For P2, we will say as a P. Then P3, let us say P2. P3, I will say as a 200 Newton. Okay. And P3 is known. P3 is known. P3, P4. Are you with me? I will say P4 as 400 Newton. And P5 as a Q. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Two forces are unknown that we are supposed to calculate. ते दोन forces आपल्याला calculate करायचे. That's all. That's all we want to calculate. Very simple, very simple. Don't worry. So we have given names. P1 force is known. P2 we are going to call as a P, which is unknown. P3, P4, and P5 Q force. Now, most challenging thing in this. Most challenging. What is the nature or description of resultant is given in this problem? Read the problem statement and tell me what is the description or which things are given related to resultant. Resultant बद्दल काय माहिती दिलेली आहे?
Horizontal towards left.
Horizontal towards left.
Horizontal towards left.
Horizontal towards
Left.
left. Horizontal towards left. Okay. And किती दिली व्हॅल्यू त्याची? How much value is given for that or magnitude?
1000.
1000
1000
Newton.
Newton.
1000 Newton. Okay. So we know one thing. If number of forces are acting in the system, summation of all x components of that forces will be equal to what? आपण दोन फॉर्म्युले पाहिले होते बघा long back. If I will tell once again, if there are number of forces acting in a system and if we will add all x components together, that is summation fx, it will be equal to what? ते पुन्हा बरोबर असते.
Component of resultant.
X component of resultant.
Component of resultant.
X component of resultant. So here, so we know summation fx equal to rx. What is rx?
Resultant of X component.
Resultant of x component or x component of resultant.
X component of
X
resultant.
component of resultant.
X component of resultant. Likewise, you have to say then summation fy equal to ry. इथे कोणाला काय problem? Now only here only you have to solve these two equations. हे आपल्याला दोन equations सोडवायचे आहेत now. Just that's all. We will get value of this P and Q. Very simple. Two simultaneous equations we are going to get. That simultaneous equations you might be knowing. We will see what is that. Then now while going for x component and y component, it is very necessary to find its inclination or it either with horizontal or vertical. It is inclination माहित पाहिजे आता. Either with horizontal or with vertical. Now one by one we will see. One by one. Let us say 500 Newton force. First 500 Newton force. What will be the inclination of 500 Newton force either with horizontal or vertical?
Horizontal.
Think for a while and tell me.
60 degree with the horizon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the logic for this? कशावरून म्हणताय?
Sir, 120 degree. वरती बाजूला आणि खालच्या बाजूला 60.
No. What will be this total, this angle? 120.
120 degree.
120. What will be this angle? 120. Okay. So is it possible this angle and this angle will be same? It will same असणार आहेत.
Yes, sir.
किती येतात बघा मग. किती येणार बघा बरं मग. टोटल समेशन किती असते? 360.
60 डिग्री येणार सर हे.
इट विल कम 60 डिग्री. हा एक 60 येईल आणि हा पण 60. और दुसरं एक लॉजिक सांगतो. हा टोटल किती आहे? 120. नो नो 120 टोटल म्हणतोय मी. हा टोटल 120 आहे आणि हे समोरची बाजू जोडली त्यानं 120. इट विल गोइंग टू डिवाइड और व्हॉट वी आर सेइंग इन ज्योमेट्री, इट इज गोइंग टू डिवाइड इन इक्वल पार्ट. म्हणजे तो 120 बरोबर दोन इक्वल, बिकॉज दिस इज रेग्युलर हेक्सागॉन. हा रेग्युलर हेक्सागॉन आहे. दॅट्स व्हाय वन्स वी आर गोइंग टू जॉइन दॅट इट विल डिवाइड into two parts, that is 120 by 2 60. Or in this way also you can find 360 minus how much? 120 minus 120, 240 means remaining 120. 120 divided by 2, it will come 60 with horizontal. Any issue?
No, sir.
That inclination we know, we got 500 Newton. Next what will be next? Which force? P force. What will be the inclination of force P with either with horizontal or vertical? Are you able to calculate? Tell me. बघा विचार करा. I will erase to avoid your confusion because we know now this got 60 degrees. I will avoid. Who will think and who will tell me? What will be the inclination of this force P either with horizontal or vertical?
30 degree with horizontal.
Who has told? Whose answer is 30? Mayuri?
Me, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What is your logic or what is your thinking?
Sir, angle be 120. The
Okay,
AB
so
is equal to BC, therefore.
very good, very nice. One here it is a 120. Sure, this angle is 120. Correct. इथं काय प्रॉब्लेम आहे? B च्या ठिकाणी अँगल किती आपण माहिती आहे आपल्याला, हेक्सागॉनचा इंटरनल अँगल असतो 120. एनी प्रॉब्लेम अप टू दिस?
No, sir.
हा 120 आहे आणि these two sides are equal. ही पण इक्वल आहे, ही पण इक्वल आहे आणि आपण ट्रायंगल कन्सिडर केला ABC. ABC आपण ट्रायंगल कन्सिडर केला. तर राहिले किती अँगल? 180 मायनस 120. हाऊ मच रिमेंट? 180 मधून 120 गेले, किती राहिले? 60 राहिले आणि ते हाफ परत इकडचा हा हाफ, इकडचा हा हाफ. सो इट विल कम 30 डिग्री विथ हॉरिझॉन्टल. आलं का लक्षात?
Yes, sir.
Have you understood? And this we already found. How much it is? 60. So 1, 2 is over. 200 Newton force, there is no question. It is vertically downward. So not necessary to think on that. It is directly vertically downward. 400 Newton force. Is there any issue of angle? No. Already it is there. Angle of Q. What will be the angle of Q? Either with horizontal or with vertical. How we can find angle of Q either with horizontal or with vertical? Apply the logic. I will give one hint. So this angle you are knowing.
30, sir.
How much it is? 120. This one is also
30 with
120.
vertical.
30 with
Vertical.
30 with vertical.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. So it will be 60. Okay, 30 with vertical. Okay, what will be with horizontal?
60.
60, sir.
60. It will be 60. See here. If I will extend this, मी हे extend करतो इकडे असा हाफ आणि हा पण extend करतो. हा इकडे जाईल, हा इकडे जाईल. ओके. So what is this angle? हा किती येणार आहे? horizontal 120 माहिती आहे इकडचा. So what will be this?
60.
Similarly here, what will be this? 60. So 60, 60. So what will be this?
60.
60. Your problem is over. Ha problem संपलाय. Now only mere calculations are remained. Simple calculation. Now you only have to go for. Are you knowing how to solve simultaneous equation? Two equations, two unknown. दोन equation, दोन unknown भेटतील P and Q that you have to solve. Are you knowing how to solve simultaneous equation? Now it is
Yes, sir.
mathematics part. So let us go. Let us go quickly. So summation fx now. Tell me. Summation fx. Force number 1, 500 Newton. What will be its x component? Plus or minus?
Minus.
Minus. Minus in 500 into. How much angle it has made with horizontal? 60.
60.
60.
Okay, next one. Force P. Force P. What will be its x component?
P cos 30.
30. Yes, sir.
Yes. P cos 30. Very good. Next. Force number 3. 200 Newton. What will be its x
Zero.
component?
Zero.
It will be 0. There is no question. Next. 400 Newton force, which is going towards
Minus 400.
minus 400. Next. Cube force. What is its inclination with horizontal? 60. So in which quadrant that force Q will come?
Third.
Third quadrant.
Third. So minus Q minus
Cos
Q
60.
Cos 60.
cos
60.
cos 60 equal to काय येणार हो आता? आपण इथे इक्वेशन दिले बघा.
Minus 1000.
हा?
Rx.
What is the x component of resultant? काय दिले आपल्याला डिस्क्रिप्शन? The resultant of all forces is 100 Newton and goes horizontally towards left.
Minus 1000.
It is
Minus
1000.
Minus 100.
100, it is 1000.
Minus
Minus
1000.
1000.
Minus 1000. Minus 1000. So tell me first value of in terms of P and Q now. You modify this equation. What is value of Q cos 30? Tell me first. I will give what is that equation. Value of cos 30. Cos 30 value card calculator. How much it is? Hello. Are you with me? Cos 30. I want to value of cos 30. How much it is?
0.86.
0.86.
0.86.
0.86. Value of here cos 30. Cos 60. I think half.
Yes, sir. Half.
Huh?
0.5.
That is 0.5 equal to now. You take this terminology here. या बाकीच्या सगळ्या टर्म तुम्ही या बाजूला लिहा राईट हँड साइड. Means what you are going to do? Minus 1000. So this 400 will go to this side. It will become plus. Minus 1000 plus 400. This minus again it will become plus. Plus 500 into cos 60. Tell me that term.
Minus 350.
Minus
Yes.
350.
Yes, sir.
Minus 3.
Minus 350.
Minus 350. Equation number 1. Similarly now we will find summation fy. This summation fy. I will write here for your information. Summation fy is equal to ry. Therefore, each and every force we will consider now. P1, 500 Newton force. What will be its y component?
500 sin 60.
500 sin 60.
Plus minus.
Plus.
Very good. Next force, which is that P force. How much angle it has made with horizontal? 30. What will be its y component?
P sin 30.
P sin
Sin
30.
30.
P sin 30. Next, P is over 200 Newton force, which is vertically downward.
Minus 200.
Minus 200 sin.
Sin minus 200 sin what? It is vertically downward. So where is the question of sin and cos?
No,
Are you
sir.
with me?
200.
Yes, sir.
Only 200.
Somebody says
Minus 200.
only minus 200. Next, what about 400?
0.
0, sir.
It will be 0. Next, Q force. How much angle it has made with horizontal? 60. What will be its y component? It is going towards negative y axis. So minus Q sin or cos?
Sin.
Sin.
Sin equal to, tell me now, what will be the y component of resultant?
0.
0.
Yes, sir.
0. Why it is 0? Why it is 0?
Horizontally.
Because
Yes.
horizontal. Resultant
Very
is
good.
horizontal.
Yes.
Very good. It is horizontal. Now, in terms of P and Q, we will form equation. Sin 30 is half